Welcome to the Fogcast, the only place you need to catch up on your non-league action.
Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. And you're here with me, Jake, from Harlow Town Fans TV, and welcome to the first ever Fogcast. Now, this is the first time of doing it, so it's a little bit rough. I'm hoping eventually I can use the space in college, and we may change the dates, so it can be a little bit more professional. I'm trying to record it on an iPad as well, and obviously in my room, which I've got limited capacity, it doesn't look that great. But I'm hoping you judge it more for the content rather than the quality of the filming. Now, of course, I did say they would go live at 7 PM on a Monday. I don't know what time this will end up going out, but it will be at some time Sunday evening. That's because, as you know, unfortunately, the weather was against us today, so our charity game had to be postponed. So some stuff that I was going to put off to yesterday, I'm going to do today, and then get more stuff done tomorrow in terms of other things non-football related. Now, this is going to go, it's not live, but I'm going to record it as if it is live, so if I make mistakes, I'm just going to plough through, because it's the best way to do it for when I do go live, and it's the best practice I can get. Now, let me know if there's any other leagues you want me to throw in, any other kind of teams from any other areas. But this is what I'm going to go for now, so I hope you enjoy it, the first ever Fogcast. Now, yesterday, strictly not an Essex team, but as you can tell, well, you might be able to tell just about, that is a Leyton Orient shirt to my right-hand side, or left-hand side, depending on how you could see it. And yesterday, Leyton Orient, some beaten run continued for a 3-0 away win against Harrogate Town. Orient taking many fans all the way up north. Incredible effort. Not only a 3-0 away win, it was also beating the team that were top of the league for the O's to go to the top of the league. So fantastic news there for the O's. And then yet another win in an unbeaten run for Justin Edinburgh's campaign. And it looks like if Orient can hold on and keep going and going and going, they should be back in League 2 where they belong, or even higher possibly within a few years. Now, the Isthmian League, there was only one fixture, and of course it was Harlow's bitter rivals, Bishop Stortford, who won 3-1 at home against Carshalton, which is a fantastic result for them. Going into the Isthmian North, Barking lost 2-1 at home to Malden and Tiptree. Canvey Island drew 2-2 at home with Brentwood. Felixstone beat Romford 2-1. Grays and Middenhall Town got a 1-1 draw at Grays. And former Harlow Town keeper David Hughes got given the man of the match for Aveley yesterday as they beat Soham Town 1-0 away from home. And then going on to the other Isthmian North game, it was a 8-goal thriller. Whittam 3, Basildon Athletic 5. What a thrilling game for any ground hoppers that went there yesterday. Now, going on to the Essex Senior League, there was 35 goals in total over Friday and yesterday. Now, I'll read the results quickly through here. Enfield 6, Leyton Athletic 1. Hoddesdon Town 4, Woodford Town 1. Suffolk Walden 5, Tower Hamlets 0. Southend Minna 2, Redbridge 3. St Margaret's 0, Ilford 3. Stansted 1, West Essex 0. Takeley 0, Holbridge Sports 1. Fantastic result for Holbridge Sports there away from home against top of the league Takeley. Walthamstow 4, Sawbridge 1. Of course, former Hawk Billy Jones scoring in that one. He's been on fire since he's got there. And Friday night was Barking side lost 3-0. And sillily, I didn't write the team they lost to. It's just come into my head. It was Clapton that beat them 3-0 away from home. So a good result for Clapton. Now going on to my other sheet of paper. See, it's very rough. I'm hoping soon it will be on script and stuff like that when I can record it in college and it can be a lot better. But unfortunately, it's Foghorn's bedroom with a TV with football shirts thrown over it for now. Now in the FA Cup, quite a few teams from Essex involved in the FA Cup yesterday. Hornchurch beat East Grinstead 2-1. Bowers and Pitsea bowed out of a 6-1 hammering at home to Hemel Hempstead. Chelmsford City lost at home 2-1 against Worthing. Coggeshall Town, of course, Ollie Moore's side, knocking Whittam out the last round, run through 2-0 winners against Walton Casuals. Concord Rangers, of course, my friends that I was meant to be at today, but unfortunately the rain got called off, got back to winning ways with a 2-0 victory over Isthmian Premier League outfit Margate. FC Romania lost 2-0 at home to Beaconsfield Town. Haverhill 0, Leatherhead 6. Of course, Leatherhead aren't a Essex club, but they are in the Isthmian Premier League, and what a great result for them. And then the final one should have been expected to win, but nevertheless, with the pressure of a new manager and all the stuff going on at Billericay are through to the next round after beating Burnham Town 4-1. And of course, it's Dean Brennan's first ever match in charge. An absolute dream start. Now, in the news recently has been Billericay this, Billericay that. Credit to Glenn Tamplin. He's had a bit of a wobble. He's obviously suffering from borderline mental health issues. And where he's not come out and spoke about it, people would just assume you're a bit of a wally. People thought that with me. I thought that with other people in the past. But when you actually learn that they've got mental health issues, you realise that there's deeper things than football. He's regretted putting the club up for sale. He's now said that he will take a back step place within Billericay Town, which I think is the best thing for him. Look at Ollie Murs at Coggeshall. He's not. Everyone knows he's there, but I didn't know he was there as long as he has been. It was only since he started putting more money in. And he's going to take a back seat and be a chairman and do what chairmen should do. I don't think chairmen should get in with tactics and stuff like that from any club. And obviously he's come out and saying the abuse of alcohol and cocaine. A fair play to him for coming out and admitting it to the press. Can't deny that. He's obviously realised he's got a problem, and I've bantered Glenn Tamplin left, right and centre throughout my time since he's become Billericay owner. But there's bigger things than football here, and I wish Glenn Tamplin all the best. So, it's about 8 minutes. I was expecting this to go on for an hour, but until I can go live, there's nothing else I can really say. Of course, in the Essex Olympian League Division 4, I believe, my friends Epping Town got off to another formidable start, beating Buckhurst Hill Town Reserves 9-2. So a fantastic result for those. And of course, we look forward to the midweek fixtures. Now, like I said, I want to keep this live. There's no point keep recording it, because when I do go live, I'm not going to get the option to do that. What I forgot to mention, I mentioned the result, but yesterday, as you may have seen from the vlog, fortunately not the best because it died halfway through, I went to Hoddesdon Town versus Woodford Town, which had 5 goals in, 4-1 into Hoddesdon Town's favour. Now, Hoddesdon played well, to be honest, the first 10, 15 minutes or so. Woodford really struggling on the left-hand side. And then it was a fantastic goal by Samir. Credits to his dad. He actually picked me up and took me to the game so I could go. Fantastic goal. Very, very unlucky in the second half. Not to equalise, actually, with a header to make it 2-2. And then in the last 10 minutes, Woodford really did fall apart. They're obviously missing Billy, a bit of an older, experienced head. I think that's personally something that Woodford Town do need. See, it's the first away game I've been to them this season, but I've seen all their home games. And they're all young lads, do you know what I mean? They're all 16, 17, 18. They make me feel old, and I'm only 23. But they do need that late 20 early 30s type, like someone like Craig Pope for Walthamstow, to really shore up the midfield or the back and just keep them down to a level and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens with Woodford Town when they when they travel to Sporting Bengal on Wednesday and then Redbridge on Friday. We'll try and get to one of those games. There's no guarantee I can get to both. And then, of course, there was no Harlow Town in action today. Yesterday, rather. We would have had Margate away, but obviously Margate playing Concord in the FA Cup yesterday. Now, Hendon beat us and went through. But Hendon didn't play either, as there's been some conspiracy over an eligible player playing for Phoenix Sport against Lancing. So once that investigation's done, it could be very, very interesting to see whether Phoenix Sports will just get a fine or whether Lancing will get reinstated into the competition and face off against Hendon. So watch this space and we may know an answer by next week's vlog. Now, next week's vlog will be a lot longer. There will be a lot more midweek action to catch up with. Hopefully by then I'll have a new date for the charity game as well. Other than that, thank you for listening. I hope it wasn't too bad. It's I'm starting to die holding the iPad on charge now. Give me tips, pointers. Don't say anything like do it in the studio, because I've said I'll be able to do that when I get the chance to do it through college. There's going to be people coming on at some point, whether it's live or whether they send over voice memos for my questions. That's most likely to be the first one of those, will either be from Woodford Town FC or Northwood. Now, other than that, I'm hoping to see you on Wednesday and Friday, like I say. If not, get down to Barrows Farm on Saturday when Harlow Town face Dorking Wanderers. Now, you can be a bit clever with this if you want. Harlow Town are telling anyone who goes down to see the new initiative between Epping Forest College and Tottenham Hotspur train on the pitch and ask questions to, of course, the one and only Ledley King, can watch the game for free. So you can have a whole day of football. If you like football, that's your thing. If you're watching this, you probably do like football. So get yourself down to Barrows Farm. Other than that, and I've said that a couple of times, and it is a bit raw, I will see you hopefully during the week. If not, it will be on Saturday. Take care, have a good week, and as always, it's been me, Foghorn, from Harlow Town Fans TV.